Hi guys, welcome to the new episode of Insight to BQool, the series where we give some useful tips with a focus on Amazon sellers and how the BQool product can help fulfill some of their needs. Today's topic is how to protect and increase your profit while using a repricer. And since we're talking about repricing, today we have a guest star with us from the support team. He's the repricing rule specialist. This is Jimmy.
Hi guys, I'm Jimmy from the BQool support team. It's good to be back.
It's definitely good to have you back, Jimmy. So let's cut to the chase and let's give some tips on how to protect your profit and maybe even increase them. So the first suggestion we can give is probably the most important one is don't undercut your competition, but just match it. This is actually very important. Sometimes people think that winning the buy box is the most important thing, even at the expense of your profit. But if you want to keep your profit, you can actually think of just matching other sellers and try to stay at the same price as them and trigger what is called the buy box rotation. So Jimmy, how do we set this up in Repricing Central?
Simply, you can find that setting in repricing setting, and also you can switch to compete with the buy box price, where you can see the default value is 1 penny below the buy box price. You can just assign a value of 0 to that field.
Yes, with this simple trick, you can actually match the buy box price. And if everyone is staying at the same price, you're actually going to get the buy box periodically together with the other. You're sharing the buy box, so it's a patient game. You're going to get the sales together with others. So you're protecting your profit while also getting the sales. But sometimes, Jimmy, some sellers, they don't follow this and they are actually undercutting pretty heavily and they're very aggressive and they bring the prices very low, even below your min price, for example. So in this case, what can we do? Well, probably the best would be to just exclude them. Can we exclude sellers with Repricing Central, Jimmy?
Surely we can. So you can just actually scroll down on your repricing rule all the way down. You can find the customer setting where you can see this option to exclude certain sellers. Just input their seller ID.
Yes, basically what we're doing is we're excluding them. So they're going to go very low. They're going to probably get the buy box and sell. What we do is we just let them sell out. We just wait. And then whenever they sold out, then we are already at the right price point and we're going to rotate the buy box like we said before, right?
That's true, people. So whenever you see a seller go below your min price, don't just rush to change your min price just yet. Remember, we're here to make money and we want to live to fight another day. Then sell out, and you can use book action, ROI and profit margin feature to set your min price with a certain profit, certain like ROI.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a way to prevent to just go very, very low. Still, sometimes, even if the sellers are not very aggressive, they will still bring your price down eventually and you might reach your min price and they might even go below your min price. So another suggestion, and this is actually a suggestion from some of our users in our community, they have this setting where they are raising their price to the max price whenever they reach their min price. It might sound a bit unnatural, but actually this is a good way to prevent losing all your profit, and at the same time you can just let the other sellers probably sell out with this method and you're going to stay at a higher price. Yeah. What do you think, Jimmy?
So if I can weigh on this, you're not the only one using a repricer. Everyone is using a repricer as well. And everyone just have the mentality to set it and forget it, right? So actually, if you can set the setting where you can find it under the repricing setting, and also you can choose to compute the buy box price. There are two scenarios that you can see. One is when the buy box winner equals min price, and another one is the buy box winner below the min price. You can set the response action for those two scenarios as using the max price. So when those conditions are met, the system will use the max price for your new price.
Yes, we are going to the max price and we're hoping that the other sellers maybe follow us. So the competition just going back up and the race is, the field of this race is on better prices, something that we like and something that is not going to make us lose all the profit. There is another way to reprice up periodically without even following other competitors. We just do it periodically. This way is the schedule feature. The schedule feature can actually help you to reset your price to a higher value, maybe once a day, so that you, again, you protect your profit and you go back up and just bring the competition up again. Can we set this up with Repricing Central, and how, Jimmy?
Surely we can. So you can just go to Repricing section And then you will see a list of your current repricing rule. On the right hand side, you can see the clock icon. You can click into it, specify your time zone, and also the starting point for the system to start the repricing schedule. Ideally, I just recommend to set the repricing schedule during the night for 1 hour. So during that 1 hour, the system will bring your price back to the max. And then whenever other sellers change their prices, our system will react accordingly after the repricing schedule ends.
Yes, so basically, if the race is not really very competitive, you might stay at the price and still have in the sales. If the race is competitive and someone changes the price, of course, our repricer will react to the price and change it again. So this everything we said until now is to win the buy box or to at least share it with someone else. But whenever you are in the buy box, we still can think of a way to maximize our profit. When you are using a smart repricer, what you can do is when you are in the buy box, you can actually set a buy box setting to raise your price to match the next seller, someone that is selling higher than you and trying to stay in the buy box while also increasing your price. And in Repricing Central, you can do this. And Jimmy, tell us, how do you do that?
So we're talking about when you obtain the buy box. So we have a section where it's called the buy box setting. And you can just go to a buy box setting and click open the drop-down menu where you can see the option to raise my buy box price to maximize profit. Of course, the default setting will be target the next higher up offer by 1 penny below. And of course, you can assign a value where you see fit.
Yes. What do you see fit, Jimmy? What would you suggest in this case?
I will always suggest 1 penny below is quite aggressive. It's one of the most aggressive way to raise your profit. But think about a competition where if the next higher up is way too distant from you, if you just price match or just price 1 cent below, the next higher up might cause you to lose the buy box. So I would say 3% to 5%. Yeah, just keep a moderate distance from the next higher up.
Yes, you keep a distance and maybe it will increase the chances to keep the buy box. If you don't keep the buy box, it's not a big deal because the system will still trigger the normal repricing rules again and just
start competing with the buy box again.
Exactly. So this concludes today's episode. Thank you for watching and thank you, Jimmy, for being with us.
Always good to be back.
If you have any question about it, just write a comment below. And if you want some support and you have questions about the repricing rule and the repricer, you obviously can contact BQool support team. How can they contact you, Jimmy?
So pretty simple, just write to us by an email and you can write to us to support@bqool.com. And also we have a live chat option. Our support team is 24/7 ready to assist you.
That's great, Jimmy. Thank you for watching and see you the next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.